Hello and welcome to the Valley of the Kings. It was here that for a period of nearly 500 years between the 18th and the 20th dynasty, pharaohs carved their tombs into rock. A standard ticket usually gives you access to three tombs, and there are add-ons for the further tombs.
You'll see a very big tomb and sometimes see a small one. Because the tomb it was considered as the house for the king for the second life. So everyone from the kings, he has to build his tomb during his life. Sometimes the king died before he finished the tomb. Because when the king died, they have to mummify his body and they put the mummy and they put the treasure and they have to close the tomb. Yeah, they have to see.
There are a total of four paid tombs here in the Valley of the Kings, and they are on your screen right now. The link to purchase the paid tickets is in the description. This is a map and the list of tombs that are currently open to the public. Some of the tombs are closed. You can choose a total of three tombs on the free ticket to enter. We are here in Tomb of Ramses V and the Sixth, also known as Tomb KV9. It was originally constructed by Pharaoh Ramses V. He was interred here, but his uncle Ramses VI later reused the tomb as his own. The architectural layout is typical of the 20th dynasty, the Ramessid period. An additional ticket of 220 Egyptian pounds for non Egyptians is required to enter the tomb. This is one of the most famous scenes in Egypt of the afterlife. This is the final judgment. And it's amazing to look at this and see how close it is to the judgment to what happens today in the world. Right there standing is God Osiris. He is the judge. And in front of him is goddess with a scale in her hand. In one side of the scale is the king's heart, and in the other side of the scale is a feather. Behind them are the jurors. They are all the other gods of Egypt, and they will be the ones that decide the fate of the king. And if you look up there, there's a baboon with a stick in his hand on a boat moving away with a creature of some sort. That creature is the door to hell. That is the creature that, if the king's heart weighed heavier than the feather that is on the scale, then that king was not a good king, and he would be eaten by that creature and taken to hell in the afterlife. On the ceiling here is a depiction of goddess Nut. She is the goddess of the sky and the reason why the sun comes back every morning for us in the living world. She is also the reason why the sun sets and rises every night in the world of the dead in the afterlife. You will see the sun going outside the world of the living, and right at the goddess's mouth, you will see her eating the sun. That's when she eats the sun, and in her body, it transitions into the afterlife and shines in the darkness for the afterlife for everyone that lives for eternity. And right at the end, you will see it, if you look at the other side, the sun is reborn into the world. Every day that happens, and she is the reason for survival. Here in the burial chamber, you will see only one coffin and one sarcophagus belonging to Pharaoh Ramses VI. He was the uncle of the Pharaoh Ramses V, and he did everything in his power to erase the existence of Ramses V. That's why you will not find the mummy or any existence of Ramses V.
So we are here at the Tomb of Tutankhamun, number 62.
The tomb contains a very steep entrance staircase and four chambers. It is smaller and less extensively decorated than other Egyptian royal tombs of its time, and it probably originated as a tomb for a non royal individual that was adapted for Tutankhamun's use after his premature death. The west wall bears an image of 12 baboons that describes the journey of the sun god Ra through the netherworld. The north wall shows Ai performing the opening of the mouth ritual upon Tutankhamun's mummy, thus legitimizing himself as the king's heir, and then Tutankhamun greeting the goddesses Nut and the god Osiris in the afterlife. This is the preserved mummy of Tutankhamun. The mummy was uncovered in November 1925 in very poor condition. A maximum of 10 people are allowed into the tomb at a time. An additional ticket of 700 Egyptian pounds for non Egyptians is required to enter this tomb. Now entering the tomb of Seti I, also known as KV70, an additional ticket of 2000 Egyptian pounds is required to enter this tomb. This tomb is reportedly one of the most beautiful tombs in the Valley of the Kings. The pillars in this tomb show Seti along with multiple Egyptian gods. As you head down into the lower chambers of this tomb, the air does become heavy and it becomes difficult to breathe down here. If you have fear of close spaces, this is something that is not recommended. This is a depiction of the abbreviated Book of Hours along with a winged Isis here in the burial chamber. The burial chamber depicts the complete process of the afterlife. You can see that the ceilings in the chambers here down are not stable and do require additional supports to keep them standing. This is a depiction of the circumpolar stars and constellations on the roof of the tomb. Some sections of the tomb are manually closed by the guards standing here and demand a tip to enter these sections, even though a fee of 2,000 Egyptian pounds are charged to enter this tomb. Now, here in the tomb of Ramses III, also known as KV11, this is one of the free tombs that is part of the entry ticket. This tomb once again depicts the procession of the pharaoh into the afterlife. Flash photography is not permitted in any of the tombs to protect the original colors of the paintings and depictions. Here you can see Ramses III offering perfumes and incense to the gods. You're now in the tomb of Pharaoh Merenptah, also known as KV8. This tomb is in a pitiful condition with much of its reliefs and paintings being destroyed. The outer sarcophagus of Merenptah was smashed to access the middle sarcophagus. Here is the reconstructed stone sarcophagus. We have here the lid of Merenptah's inner stone sarcophagus. This is the tomb of Ramses IX, also known as KV6, and it is again one of the free tombs. I'm here at the Mortuary Temple of Pharaoh Hatshepsut, a 10-minute drive away from the main Valley of the Kings. The tomb known as KV20 lies inside the temple. Across the river Nile, the whole structure points towards the monumental 8 pylons, Hatshepsut's most recognizable addition to the Temple of Karnak. The temple was built between her 7th and 20th year of ruling. The upper terrace consists of 26 columns, each fronted by a 5.2-meter tall Osiride statue of Hatshepsut. They are split in the center by a granite gate through which the festival courtyard was entered. This division represented geographically too. The southern statues carry the white hat of Upper Egypt, while the northern statues carry the double crown of Lower Egypt. 8 smaller and 10 larger niches were cut into the west wall, presumed to have contained kneeling and standing statues of Pharaoh Hatshepsut. I hope you did find this video informative and it does help you when you visit the Valley of the Kings here in Luxor. If you did like this video, do leave a like and subscribe to my channel.